Ergothioneine is this super cool amino acid that is sometimes called the longevity vitamin. And getting more ergothioneine from our diets reduces the risk of at least 11 different health conditions. So let's zoom in on how ergothioneine can increase longevity, lower risk of cardiovascular disease, and improve cognitive function. This 2020 study followed over 3,000 health-conscious people for over 2 decades and found that out of 112 different metabolites in their blood, ergothioneine was the dominant predictor of all-cause mortality. The higher the ergothioneine, the longer you live on average. And this 2020 study showed that lower dietary intake of ergothioneine in America compared to 4 European countries strongly correlated with shorter lifespan. Ergothioneine also reduces risk of cardiovascular disease. This 2020 study showed that those people who had the highest levels of ergothioneine in their blood, which correlates with dietary intake, had a 20% lower risk of coronary artery disease, a 14% lower risk of stroke, and a 24% lower risk of cardiovascular mortality. And finally, ergothioneine reduces risk of dementia and age-related cognitive decline. This 2021 cross-sectional study found that blood levels of ergothioneine were lowest in patients with dementia, while patients with cognitive impairment also had lower levels compared to those who were cognitively healthy. And in the study, they also showed a strong correlation between low ergothioneine and markers of brain atrophy. And in this 2020 randomized double-blind placebo-controlled clinical trial, supplementing with 5 milligrams of ergothioneine daily for 12 weeks led to improvements in cognition, both in healthy older adults and those with mild cognitive impairment. Now, I know it's tempting to hear about these benefits of ergothioneine and want to run out and buy supplements. But remember that ergothioneine is not the only nutrient that improves cognition, reduces risk of cardiovascular disease, or extends lifespan. And that's why the concept of Nutrivore is so important. The goal of Nutrivore is to get all of the nutrients our bodies need from the foods we eat, ideally without engaging in a restrictive diet mindset, so it becomes a sustainable eating pattern we can stick to our whole lives. If that sounds good to you, I recommend grabbing a copy of my book Nutrivore, which has everything you need to get started today, including a section on the benefits of ergothioneine. You can also learn more about ergothioneine and the best food sources by going to my website, Nutrivore.com, tap on nutrients, tap on ergothioneine. Biological roles and health effects are near the top of the article. How much we need to enjoy those health benefits is in the middle, and all of the best food sources, which are mainly mushrooms, are listed at the bottom.